Ben, at the core of this movie, there is a moral struggle. And I would like to know, how did you develop this aspect in the screenplay, and how this has challenged you as a human being?
Absolutely. Great questions. Yeah, I think at the very heart of the film, it's about that moral struggle. And as the screenplay developed, I quite quickly realized that that's at its heart what the movie was about. And that was going to be the biggest challenge for the character in it. Um, I think everything, there's forces that pull and push a character. And I hope that the film shows that Cameron is being pushed and pulled with this moral dilemma all the way through. And actually, interestingly, what started to happen in the screenplay as it developed, and then in the movie, was that as it starts to work, as the closer it gets to working, the scarier it becomes, and the bigger that question looms. So you've got this constantly, hopefully, rising sort of stakes with the moral question. But that's really at its heart what the film is about to me.
And I've been really impressed by Awkwafina's performance, and I think that she's a key character in the movie. I would like to know, how did you develop her character, and why she was the right choice for the movie?
Well, our wonderful casting director, Victoria Thomas, on our first meeting, mentioned Awkwafina, and I had seen The Farewell. I loved it. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. And so, I was really interested in the idea of asking Awkwafina, and, luckily she read the script and loved it. We had an amazing conversation, and she was just great. It's a really difficult task, her job in the movie, because she's got to tonally turn on a dime and go from some of the very sort of heavier moments in scenes and then go into that humor. And I think that the way she and Mahershala navigated those scenes together was really, really great, really important for the film. And, you need those lighthearted moments in the movie that does have some of the heavier elements. Even though it's a film about hope and love, it does have some of those heavier elements. So she was fantastic.
There is a sci-fi element in the movie, of course, but there is also a great balance in the way you portrayed this future world. I would like to know, how do you develop this visual aspect of the movie?
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun, a lot of challenges too. There were times, it's my first feature, so there were times over the 5 years developing this that I wondered, was I crazy going to do all these things, having to design a self-driving car and an operating system and a video game, and all of these elements that we had to do. And then there was twinning, trying to shoot one actor for two. But these, it was really important, because the film is such a human story, that those elements didn't ever detract from the human story at the center of it, right? And so for me, it was all about trying to create a world that felt relatable to our world today. I was trying to use tech that was one click on. I never wanted to feel like some kind of flying cars in the inside of a spaceship. I always was bringing it back, making the aesthetic choices to keep it grounded, and then thinking about the themes, nature versus artificiality, and trying to keep it a calm technology space.
Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations for your beautiful movie. Thank you.
Thank you, Manuela. I really appreciate it. Cheers.